So yesterday we talked about the Hyperion Pro 3 for the Switch 2, so I thought today would be a great opportunity to finally do a little quick review on the NYXI Switch 2 Joy-Con adapters, which let you use a regular Switch 1 Joy-Con on your Switch 2. So let's get the Joy-Cons off the Switch 2, get that all prepared. And as you can see, here is the actual NYXI Joy-Con adapter. It's pretty basic, and we'll go over a couple of the details. There's a little window here. We'll go over that in a minute. And then the top here is where you eject it. A little button kind of like you have on your Switch 2, on your Switch 2 Joy-Cons. So now that we have that there, we can see that it slots in just like a Joy-Con would. And it doesn't have that satisfying click like a Joy-Con does or the Mobapad Joy-Con adapters. And we'll get into the difference in those between the Mobacon and this in a minute. But it fits in nice. And it stays in. I have no problem. The magnet is the perfect amount of force to hold it in. And you have your little ejector on top. Works great. So let's get into the features that this has. And this is not going to be any super crazy long video because this doesn't have a whole lot. But what it does have is better than the Mobacon. I'll let that cat out of the bag right now. So it has a metal slot like your Switch 2 would. Or your regular Switch would, I'm sorry. So your Joy-Con's going to slot right in, and we're going to use another NYXI product here. One of my favorites, the NYXI Hyperion Pro 2. I think you see me talk about that a lot. So we have the right Joy-Con adapter here, so we'll use the right Hyperion Pro Joy-Con. And it slots in, clicks in just like it would a regular Joy-Con. Comes off. You can pull it off. It takes a decent amount of force. I would say this is probably not quite as strong as the magnet on a regular Joy-Con, but it's close enough. And these don't come out. I mean, they hold well. So you can see, boom, take it off. But I'm going to get into what makes this better than the Mobapad adapter, which I highly suggest to go back and watch my Mobapad adapter video. That goes into a lot of detail. Let's finish up talking about what this has. It does charge. This thing charges, the Mobapad does not. So when you connect this to your Switch 2, it's going to start charging it. Now, I'll show you a little trick because I noticed when I was playing some games, it didn't seem like it was charging or something seemed hokey. And I found out a little trick I don't think they tell you in the manual, but I realized what they're doing from one of NYXI's videos. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into the Switch menu, go to the Joy-Con menu, then go to change grip order, and then go ahead and reassign your grip and make sure it's the first one in order. Then when you jump out, you'll see that it's charging. You'll see the little green lightning bolts on there that is charging. If you don't do that, you can't really tell that it's charging because the secondary grips aren't the first one that come up. And since it's Bluetooth and not directly connected, it's not going to default as the first grip in the grip order. So that's the only thing I suggest doing. I don't think it tells you that in the manual. I kind of figured it out myself. But other than that, that's really the only really odd caveat to the whole thing. And again, I don't think that's going to make or break it. It just seems like that long gaming session I had, the NYXI was draining when it shouldn't have. Since I've done that, I've never had a problem with it, not being fully charged while I'm playing. So anyway, getting back to the features here, it has the lever on top, of course. We have the metal strip we just talked about. We have this window. So let's show you exactly what that little window does. We're going to turn the NYXI controller on, and you can see in that window, you can see the LED that's on the inside of the NYXI controller. So if I had this plugged into my Mobapad, you wouldn't be able to see that. So it gives you a good idea of what's going on with the controller. You can say, oh, it's not paired, it's blinking. You can see that it's set up for player 1, player 2. So that window is helpful. I thought the window was kind of irrelevant at first, but it does really help out a lot. So the window is definitely a nice feature for this adapter. And the main Mobapad adapter killer is the fact that it charges. This will charge your Joy-Cons while they're connected. The Mobapad does not. Now, this doesn't connect your Joy-Con to the Switch 2, so you're playing a direct connection. It still uses the Bluetooth from your controller to the Switch 2. So there's no direct connecting, but I've never noticed any lag with this at all. If you use this as a regular controller, it's the same Bluetooth connectivity, and the Bluetooth on the NYXI Hyperion Pro to the Switch, no lag, it works great. So the fact that it's using the Bluetooth is not a big deal at all. So that's pretty much all I have. It's pretty basic. You pop your Joy-Con on there, and then you connect it. Go in, change the grip order. So this is the default first grip in order, and you're good to go. So this is my #1 pick. I think this is the #1 accessory for Joy-Cons. And you know what? It might be the only accessory for Joy-Cons. So next to buying a quality Switch 2 grip that snaps right in, which the NYXI Hyperion 3 is the only one available, and it's $118 on sale right now. This is the best way to go. You can get these on Amazon for 20 bucks. If you search around on AliExpress or something, you probably get them cheaper. Your best bet is to get this on Amazon for $19.99. You'll get it in a couple days and be good to go. And then you can hook up any Switch 1 Joy-Con to your Switch 2, which gives you more variety for your Switch 2 until more dedicated Switch 2 Joy-Cons come out. So that's all I have for today. The NYXI Switch 2 Joy-Con adapter. Awesome buy, 20 bucks, well worth it. And I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Peace.